The goal here is to show how processing works for a simple query using threads, memory area, and disk access. There are things at many levels that are not shown here, and lesser details left out, but this is basically how it happens. In the images used in this video, circles represent threads or processes, while gray rectangles represent memory areas. Disks are represented by cylinders. Red arrows indicate the action described by each step. Here is how DB2 would handle a simple query, such as select star from table. First, the client sends the query to the server. A coordinating agent is either allocated from a pool or created to serve each application when it connects. There is only one coordinator agent for each query. Different coordinator agents exist to serve other queries on other connections. Each connection has only one coordinator agent. The coordinator agent checks to see if there is an access plan for this query in the package cache. If there is a plan, the coordinator agent can use it. If there is not a plan, an access plan is compiled and placed into the package cache. There are three main ways that DB2 can get the extent it needs with the data to fulfill the query. All data that is not log data moves through the buffer pools. The first and fastest way DB2 can get the data is if the extents it needs are already in the buffer pools. If the extents needed are there, the coordinator agent can read the data directly from memory. If the extents needed are not in the buffer pools, then the coordinator agent must go directly to disk and read the extents it needs into the buffer pool from disk. This is much slower than simply reading data from the buffer pools, as the coordinator agent must wait for the data to be read from disk. Disk caching may make this access faster. To avoid the slower synchronous disk access method, the prefetchers may be triggered to read data that is predicted to be needed into the buffer pools before the coordinator agent needs it. This is called asynchronous I/O. Depending on the isolation level, locks may be acquired during the processing of any query, including selects. If locks are required, then data about those locks is written to the lock list. When locks are released depends on the isolation level. All locks are released on a commit, which is outside of the scope of this article. Once all the data has been gathered, the coordinator agent returns the data to the client. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe for more.